Hey everyone, and welcome to EnergieGal. My name is Lisa, and I know I haven't posted in about a week, but the holidays have kept me very occupied, and physically I have not been feeling well. It's not my stuff. As an empath, I process things in and through my body on behalf of the collective, but it did take me out for a while, and my electronics seem to not be working very well lately, so who knows what stuff has been going on. But I wanted to hop on because I had a situation happen in this past couple of days that I think may apply to a number of people. And I wanted to be able to offer it with her permission. I have a client who is experiencing fantastic things happening in her life. It's like life is lining up for her. You know, her dreams are coming true. It's like things are going really, really well for her. And I said to her, well, what's the issue then? And she said, I'm really having a tough time sleeping. I find myself very tense throughout the day. And I said, what do you think's going on? And she said, well, I keep on thinking of all the different ways that it could go wrong. And I said to her, aha. See, this is a self-protective reaction that happens. It is a way for us to think, if I can think of all the different ways that something could go wrong, then I can meet it off at the pass, before it happens, then I can protect this wonderful thing that is unfolding in my life. And she said, that's exactly right. I'm thinking of all the different scenarios and how I can make my case for or help not let that happen. So I'm trying to think of all the different scenarios so then I can be on top of it all. But she said, I'm exhausted. I said, yes, and are you enjoying the moment that you're in right then and there? And she said, no, the best time of my life is happening, and I am missing a lot of it because I am waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's like my whole body is holding its breath, just waiting for the proverbial poop to hit the fan, and for me to be completely destroyed and disappointed. And so I had a couple pieces of advice for her. I said, this is a protective, this is a way that we protect ourselves. This is a protective, proactive way of being. And so when that happens, I said to her, what I would recommend is take maybe 7 minutes every single day. Set your little alarm for those 7 minutes. Sit on the couch or in a very comfortable space, whether it's an Epsom salt bath or under the shower or what have you, and just really focus on allowing those feelings to come up, those feelings of what if all of this falls apart, and allow yourself to really sit with those feelings and feel them into your physical body. Because underneath all of that is a little child who's deathly afraid that she's going to be disappointed again. And I said to her, have you ever had anything happen in your life, especially when you were younger, that devastated you and you didn't have control over it and you got really hurt? And she said, oh yeah, I've had a number of things happen that way. And I said, well, then it's understandable that you're trying to protect yourself. And she said, you know what, you're right. So I said, just take 7 minutes, but do it every day. 7 minutes every day. Find a very comfortable, cozy, kind, quiet space. Close all the mental tabs. Lock the door, put the phone on Do Not Disturb, and just spend these 7 minutes allowing yourself to feel your feelings in your physical body, not just as a concept and not just as an idea in your heart, but as an actual physical, visceral feeling in your body. Allow that to happen. And then hug yourself. Speak kindly to yourself. And if that little one that's in there, that little person part, that child, comes forth and says, I'm willing for you to see me, I'm scared that this is all gonna fall apart, reparent her. Mother her, father her, nurture her, protect her. Let her know that you see her and that you love her and that it's okay for her to feel any way that she's feeling. But honor her feelings. So I recommended that she do that for a season of time, and I told her over time those feelings, you will get to the bottom of them that are held in your physical body, and you'll be able to re-narrate the story to one out of victimhood, out of devastation and disappointment and lack, and into a present-minded, abundant way of approaching all the things that are happening in your life. And anytime throughout the day, I said to her, that you start to get back into, oh, if he says this, then I'll say that. And then if that one says this, then I'll respond with this, all in a way to be able to protect this beautiful thing that's unpacking. Take a deep breath, hug yourself, and say, I see you, and I will spend time with you, whether it's later or tomorrow or what have you. But acknowledge, I see you. I understand where you are coming from and why you're this way. Be here now. Take a couple of deep breaths. And, if you have to stomp your feet on the floor or flick your arms or shake your shoulders or your hips, anything to get down into your body, a couple of jumping jacks, and allow yourself to feel that way. But then say, okay, we're going to think about that later tomorrow, but right now we're going to enjoy this very moment right here, right now. And start to retrain your brain to be in the present moment and not in the future because of the past. Retrain your brain to stay here now, not dwell in the future because of the past. So I thought that I would share that with you because I think that a lot of us have experienced disappointment, devastation, and we walk around all coiled up, all tight in a bud because opening up is just too darn scary. And so holding ourselves gently, acknowledging how we are feeling, allowing the mind to take a little bit of a break, relax, allowing the lungs to breathe, to get all those energies down into the body, I think will be very helpful for us. So the phrase I gave her was, remain unattached, but totally invested, all in. Remain unattached, but totally invested. And this particular advice came to me when I was struggling, not feeling so well a couple of weeks ago and for about a couple weeks because as an empath, I alchemize the collective's big energies through my body. And I said, oh my God, what can I do? This is I'm really struggling here. And I heard my guides bubble up from within me, remain unattached, but completely all in, 100% invested. And when I asked them to unpack that just a little bit more for me, it was, don't try to create an end scenario. Let things unpack themselves. Have no expectations for how this is going to turn out, because it may surprise you. I turned on the camera today, I had no idea what I was going to say. So be here now in this moment without trying to make the next moment happen, without saying, this is the way it's got to go. This is the way it's got to unpack. Be open-handed, open-hearted, open-minded about what is emerging. So that is the remaining unattached. But being 100% invested means you are all in. Your heart, your soul, your mind, your body. You're staying, you're processing. You are feeling your feelings all the way. You are moving your body to move the energies of those feelings. You're re-narrating certain stories. You're allowing paradigms to fall. You're 100% in. You're like, I'm not going anywhere. I will stay in this moment here in this life and do what I came to experience and wake up and remember and be. So it's unattached, but invested. Unattached, but invested. So that was the word that came through for me, and I've used it a number of times, and I thought that I would share it with you. Oh, one fell. Let's see what we've got here. Five of Cups. I just love this. Five of Cups to me speaks of this. You've got 3 cups in front of you, and they're all spilled. But what you don't see is that off to the side you've got 2 cups, and they're still filled up. What are you looking at? Are you looking at the cups that are spilled, or are you looking at the 2 cups that are still full to the brim? So what we are focusing on is what is creating our reality. What are you focusing on? If you're focusing on the lack, I had 5, but 3 spilled. Woe is me. It's not fair. You will produce even more of that frequency. Whereas you've got 2 cups over here, still full to the brim. And if you focus on those and are like, wow, look at these 2 that are still full. This is awesome. Look at the abundance in those 2 cups. This is the life that then you will create even more of that. Unattached. Yes, those three did spill. Absolutely. For whatever reason. Maybe you drank them all. You had the experiences that you were supposed to. You drank them all. Or maybe someone kicked them over. You didn't even get a chance to drink them all, but you got a chance to experience someone kicking it over and draining it. But you have 2 over here that are still full. And if you focus on those, that will grow and that will become your reality. Unattached, but invested. So you're not saying, hey, I had 5 cups and all 5 should still be full. I am owed 5 cups that are still full. Really? Maybe not. It's not your reality. What your reality is that you've got 3 spilled over for whatever reason, but you still have 2 full. Where are you going to focus? Oh, what is that quote by Michael J. Fox? He said, optimism is possible with gratitude. Optimism is possible with gratitude. So rather than pessimistically or even realistically looking at those 3 and saying, yeah, but 3 of mine spilled, and then talking on and on about what happened as to why those spilled while these 2 beautiful full cups remain untouched and unseen and unacknowledged. You could be busy being grateful for these 2 full cups. Still acknowledging those 3 are spilled, but these 2 full cups, and optimistically growing a life. So that was a good word. 5 of Cups, good word. Right now when I film this, we are in that weird week between the holiday of Christmas, for those who celebrate, and the beginning of the new calendar year, which isn't necessarily the beginning of the astrology or astrological year, but it is the beginning of the calendar year. And it's that weird week in between. And so I would love to be able to ask you, how is your week going? You know, what are you up to? You know, did you get together with people at the holidays? How were those energies? They were big for me, let me tell you that. And big means good, but still big, you know? Our electronics pooping out on you also. I don't know whether it was a vibrational shift in myself or what, but I can't get electronic stuff to work for nothing around me lately. Yeah, there is so much that I feel that is going to be unpacking in this next couple of weeks. I have a really big word that's coming that I think I might film tomorrow. a word for 2024. It came out strong, and I'm excited to be able to share that with you. So be looking for that. I'm going to create a sound bowl meditation that is specific for the third eye and pineal gland. So be looking for that in this next week. And I would like to do a, an embodiment practice video for when you are experiencing, either coming out of your body, anxiety, worry, things like this. It'll be a practice that pulls you down into your body. So lots happening. I thank you for your patience in this past week as I took some time away from the internet, and I appreciate you, and I'm excited for how I can come alongside of you. I want you to know that down in the link below, I do have a link to my website, and on there you can see that I sell 30-day journals. So if you're ever interested in a journey that has to do with any of the chakras or topics like self-love, courage, freedom, and gratitude, you can find those below. Those are PDFs that are downloaded into your email. And I wrote them myself and have done all of them myself and really like them a lot. I would start with gratitude if you're going to start with one, if that is a practice that you want to be able to make be second nature, like what we're talking about today. 3 spilled, 2 still, unattached, all in, optimistic, which is possible with gratitude. All right, folks, everybody have a wonderful rest of your day, and my plan is to video again tomorrow. So I'll see you again really soon, and take care, everybody. I love you. I love you. I love you. And here's a hug.